Well, hello. It's been a few weeks and just like to say hi and hope everybody's doing well. As you know, I haven't put much of a video out for the last sort of 3-4 weeks as my laptop has been in Germany being repaired and I've been unable to film. I've had it back now, but I'm waiting on the softwares and things. I've just had to order new software, so hopefully we'll be back up and running within another week or so and we'll be back to normal. Now, today's going to be a bit of a vlog. I got a few things to talk to you about, find out what's going on, give you a few updates and things like that. I've got 1 or 2 things I've bought on eBay to show you what I've bought. So that's basically what today's video is about. It's just a little bit of a catch up, say hi, see how everyone is, and so on. Now, good news, the shop is apparently allowed to reopen as of the 12th of April. So you're talking about 2 weeks' time and I'll be back to business. Hopefully people come back, coming over the door, buying and selling to me, which will be absolutely fabulous. And now I've got my laptop back, hopefully everything will start returning to somewhat of normality. I've got a bit of a cold. Most of the family, we've all been ill this last week or so. And no, it's not COVID. We did actually have to get tested. The school requested tests because the children were in school. So it's, we've all been ill with a cold. As you can see, I still haven't had a haircut because I've been ill. I haven't wanted to go to the barbers. So I'm desperately waiting for a haircut. Boot sales reopen on the 27th of April in Wales. So I am absolutely ecstatic. So you're talking 3-4 weeks and I'll be back out making car boot sale videos, showing you some of the things I find and the usual stuff. I'm going up to Malvern on the 25th of April. I can't wait for that. If any of you are up there for the Malvern 3 Counties flea market, say hi, but I'm definitely going up there to see what I can find. I'm going to try and set up some cameras so that I can actually film a live day out for that one for you. That'll be a first. In fact, I actually got contacted by the BBC Radio Wales this week. They phoned me up. I was at home doing some work and they phoned me up and they asked if I wanted to go online and chat about car boot sales. They were doing a section on car boot sales and they wanted to know if I'd be interested in an interview. So I thought, I was really reluctant. I'm an hour in. I thought, all right, I'll have an interview. So the researchers were chatting to me and got on absolutely fabulous with the researchers. They were asking, the questions they were asking, what's my best buy as a car boot sale? What do I tend to find at car boot sales? Things like that. They wanted to know all about car boot sales because every time they Googled car boot sales or YouTube or anything else, I was the one they were coming up with. Anyway, following day, I went on the radio with Jason Mohammed. I think it was Jason Mohammed. And what a total flip. He'd gone from talking to a researcher, nice and casual, to talking to Jason and totally flipped me on my head. Rather than asking me about the car boot sales, wants to know more about the business. So I started talking to him, telling him how I turned buying a car boot sales into a big business. Told him I got the shop in Mountain Ash, got the website. Didn't even get around to telling him about the YouTube channel. Then he asks a couple of questions. What do I sell in the shop? Things like that. So we at the moment, we're talking business side of it. And I'm saying to him, well, I put the better stuff on the website because eBay got fees and things like that. He never even asked me single question of what I buy at the boot sales. You've asked me what I sell in the shops and that, but he was on to the business related side. So yeah, I was really, really disappointed in that. And what I expected to be a proper interview, with a casual chat, ended up being like a 2-minute interview with a long line of other people on the telephone. So that was a total waste of time, that was. But I did manage to advertise the shop in Mountain Ash, I guess. So any publicity is good publicity. The last video I done, I told you that I had a problem with a Swansea porcelain vase I bought. Now the seller sold it originally. I'm going to show you the original, which is this. I'm not going to scroll up because I don't want people to say I'm just having a dig at him. I don't want to show his username on purpose. So he's basically got a Swansea porcelain vase of exceptional quality, London decorated flowers and typical handle often found on ornamental wares around 1820. Wonderful object of the finest quality, has a nice applied bisque flowers to the top. For Anglais Swansea, with applied bisque decoration referred to as last photo. Measures 6 inches tall. Where was the condition? Condition is excellent with no damage apart from the top, which has been possibly ground down. That was in the center here. This was the bit that had me. All right, there. Now, when we look at his photographs, these are his photographs. Now, you can zoom in on the photographs. And if I zoom in here, now the problem I had was there's a lot of damage on this, and I didn't realize at the time. Now, you can't tell off this whether this is how it's applied to the vase or whether or not it's damaged. And you can see that one's got a chip on it there. But you can't really tell just by zooming into his photographs. These are his photographs. There's no close-ups of it or nothing. Anyway, I wrote to him. I paid £40 with the postage for the vase. And I wrote to him and I said, look, at the end of the day, you put the item down as beautiful, excellent condition. And I said to him, every single petal on your piece has got damage, and over half the petals are totally snapped off and missing. And I sent him photographs. These are the photographs I've sent him. So you can see here with my photograph, much better the damage. I haven't minced about. I've gone right in close and took proper photographs of the damage. We're not talking just chips on the petals. We're talking all the petals are broke off. Most of them are missing. So you can see there the condition of the vase. It came in. It was absolutely terrible. I would not resell a piece like that. So I actually said to him, I said, look, I'm not willing to pay what I've paid for it. If you're interested in a reduction, fine. And he came back, said, no, he'll sell it on. So I sent it back to him. I did tell him I was going to mark him down on the stars. And then I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to leave it. See how he relists it, because he said it was a mistake, genuine mistake. He forgot to mention the flowers. So I thought, okay, I'm going to leave it go. Then he relisted it. This is the relist. Now he's changed it from Swansea porcelain to Paris porcelain. So he got exceptional Paris porcelain bars now. Rare shape, decorated in London. Quite possibly decorated studios. Quite possibly decorated at one of the studios, decorated Swansea and Antiquesarena porcelain. Condition is excellent with no damage apart from the top, which has been ground down, which he had on the other. Also, some nicks on the encrusted brisk flowers. Some nicks. Did you just not see the photographs I've sent you? Now, when he emailed me, he said, look, I forgot to include the damage on the flowers. I thought, okay, I'll leave it go. I'll see how he relists it. Then he relists it. He changed the name from Swansea to Paris. Okay, he made a mistake. He feels now it's Paris, fine. But then rather than saying there's a lot of damage on the petals or half the petals are missing, and putting in close-up photographs, he didn't change his images, the exact same images as what he put in on the first time round. Nothing like I showed you with my images. And then he says some nicks on the flowers. That's not an honest seller. So I've done more than leave him reduced stars. I've actually left him a neutral feedback, telling him basically that he lied in his description. Now, I don't do that often, but that is a dishonest seller. And before anybody says I'm having a dig at him, I haven't shown his username on purpose because I don't want people to feel I'm having a dig at him. But I'm not happy. That is basically going to give sellers a bad name. Now, the only reason I brought that up in today's video is because quite a few people picked up on it last time when I showed them, said, oh, it was probably an honest mistake and should have used the pictures. I wanted to show you the difference between his pictures and my pictures. If I was selling a vase like that, I'd start off at next to no money, no reserve as a research piece, and I would have close-ups of that damage to show them what they're buying. I would never mistreat or misdescribe something to that extent and then blame the buyer for not checking the descriptions or zooming in on the photographs, which is what he did with me. So that's that one done. I'm not impressed. I really am not. I don't think that's the way to operate an eBay business or any business. You just as well be honest up front. This is what it is. This is the condition. If they're not happy, don't buy it. Otherwise, it's just going to come back and it's going to bite you in the ass. Anyway, I have bought 2 pieces of late. So this is the first piece I purchased. It's a beautiful Antiquesarena porcelain plate. So this is from sort of 1820s. beautiful hand-painted floral pattern with molded border and everything else. You've got the little insects here amongst the flowers. Really, really nice example. It has got a very small chip, or 1 or 2 small chips on the foot rim. Sign Nankaru. There's one of the foot rim chips. I can live with that. That's just a couple of nibbles to the foot rim. But a beautiful plate. Now, he started it at £5, no reserve or best offer. And I thought, do you know what? I won that plate. And I went in and I offered him £100. And he rejected that. But he did accept 145. And there we have it. There's my best offer here of £145. And if you think that sounds a lot for Nankaru porcelain, take a look at the prices. There's a Nankaru porcelain plate of similar description here. Bit of molding, bit of flowers, £540. Another 730. So Nankaru plates pulled some big money, and I was over the moon to buy that one for the money. Next piece I purchased was another bit of Newlin. Nice little hammered copper round tray again. It's a good size tray with the Newlin mark. And this one only cost me £30. In auction, I placed one bid, nobody else bid on it. So I was happy with that. So that's pretty much where we're at with the buy-in on eBay. I haven't been buying much. I've been preoccupied. I have had no laptop. So to be honest with you, I haven't done a lot of work at all. I've done no blogs, no listings, no nothing for nearly a month. So it'll be good to get back to normality now and start. Now, I'm not sure if how many of you are aware. I have got a competition that is running at the moment that is being drawn on, I think it's Wednesday, the 31st of March, I think it's Wednesday, to win a book that booksellers are asking £1,000 for. It's a book on Chinese porcelain marks by Gerald Davison. A sensational book. He's just republished the book with up-to-date information. So this is the best version of the book to have. I've also shared links on my website and at the video where you can buy your copy cheap. Now, I know at the moment he's having supply troubles because he's struggling to keep up with the demand that's being generated to buy the book. But I've got one copy that I'm giving away free of charge on Wednesday. So if you haven't entered that competition to win the book, you need to find the video on my videos and get it. You'll have to watch the video to find out how to enter it, and then you get yourself entered to win that book. It is a spectacular book, and it is not a paid promotion. I bought my book, and he gave me one to give away, but I paid for my book myself. I didn't ask for a free book. Or you can go straight to my website and see the link and everything else. It's AntiquesArena.com. So where else do I go? The shop, as you can see, is ready to reopen. It's cleaned, it's tidied, it's priced. I've done absolutely everything I need to do to get the shop up and open. Just waiting for the permission of the government to actually open the doors. The website's going well. I'm having regular sales on the website, and for some of them, fair prices. I'm comfortably selling stuff in the hundreds of pounds. For a new e-commerce website to be selling stuff £200, £300, £400, and people paying it comfortably without fear, means that there's a confidence. Because the biggest problem you got with a new website is trust. It might not be whether they like your item. They got to trust you enough to part with the money to buy it. And at the moment, it seems to be that it's going well. So fingers crossed, I can keep going, build up the website, and eventually bring myself either off eBay altogether or really bring down my eBay costs substantially to just the clearance section, which will be fabulous. So, well, I hope everybody's well, first of all, and you're all, business and life is treating you good. I know some of you have had some problems with eBay. I know Nick and Andrea, they put a film out recently where eBay suspended their account because of suspicious activity on their account, even though they'd notified them of something they were selling in advance. eBay still suspended them until they give their details over. And apparently, from the comments, there was a lot of you having trouble with eBay at the moment. So if you're one of those, I hope you've resolved that issue. And if you're not, thank God. Update on my PayPal incident where they said I had £500,000 go through the account. Didn't even hear back from PayPal with an apology or nothing. It just seems to have been resolved. A simple apology email might have been nice. It's not very professional when a bank tells you you've had £500,000 go through the account in a month. So yeah, that was quite scary. But I think that's about it. It was, as I say, it was just a catch up. Hopefully we'll be back to regular business within the next week to 2 weeks now. Making normal films, writing blogs for the website, and new listings. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and look out for Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday's live competition results. Bye for now.